I'm Reverend Andriette, and this is Point of Power. And I'm offering this point of power during a time when all of us are aware of this adventure in faith. Now, we may not be calling it that, let's be clear. But I think when we describe our situation, our circumstance, all that's around us, what we're feeling, I think once we pull all that together, we would check off, this is indeed an adventure in faith. And I think you might also choose to join us in this time when we are expecting a miracle. And also I encourage that you join us in reading this daily devotional, A Year of Miracles by Marianne Williamson. I am forever in awe, if not amazement, with how this book that she wrote many years ago overlaps day by day within a week. Within each week, it is so absolutely perfect for such a time as this. I am so glad that this is the book that we chose for our daily devotional. Although today is actually day 109, I am going to share with you from day 107. And if you've already read it, and I hope you have, just bear with me. Go with me with this, because here, this piece is entitled, I Do Not Shrink from the Pain of Transformation. This is our message for today, y'all, because many of us, I'm not even going to say all or most of us, many of us are lined up at the counter for transformation. But unfortunately, we often are not willing to change not a thing. We just want a different outcome. We want a different experience, but we often don't want nor willing to be different. So this message that Marianne Williamson offers us, this devotional message, I do not shrink from the pain of transformation. I think that's what keeps us from stepping right up and saying, yes, absolutely, I'm all in for transformation, is because we know it often includes some pain. Specifically, Marianne Williamson says, my ego would prefer I avoid my pain and not look too closely at the root of its cause. Today, I choose the courage it takes to look honestly at who I've been, how I've behaved, and how I've contributed to the problems, the situations, the circumstances that beset my life. This is a moment of taking responsibility and opening oneself. Responsibility, again, is not a synonym for blame. It's simply owning that my life is my life and I'm the only one living it. Even though I can see where it intersects with others and I can assign them some impact, I still am wholly responsible for my life. She reminds us that a moment of crisis can also be a moment of growth. I invite you to this point of power where I stand in a moment of crisis and I recognize it's a moment of growth. This crisis, this difficulty, this discomfort is also a calling to growth, to shift, to transformation, for me to know something different. And here's the thing, it's that simple. The moment I know something different, I actually am different. Just that knowing, can you follow? That the moment I go, oh my goodness, it's not necessarily that, it could be this. I am different. I have a new idea. My life is formed out of my thinking. When I have a new thought, it opens me to a new conduit in my life, a new conduit of living, a new opportunity for a way to be. She says a moment of crisis can be a moment of growth as the wound itself prepares to transform. What a point of power, that moment when I realize that I need no longer shrink from the pain that often accompanies transformation. That shift, that affirmation, that declaration is your point of power.